Further Panzer Grenadiers being prepared, and the armored car moving out. Apparently to cover this Kettenkrad, since it won't actually be able to do anything against this Churchill. The only thing here to remedy that are Panzerschrecks or possibly a Hetzer. And in fact, let's go have a look at Mr. Ancient Storm. What doctrine has he gone for? I can't say really. But let's hope he's gone for the Tank Destroyer doctrine, otherwise he'll be in for a rude awakening. Further Panzer Grenadiers charging in, Churchill blasting away, Panzerschrecks on the field, going to try and do a bit of damage, and looks like these sappers are going to be caught out in the open by the assault rifles, or not, I'm not entirely sure. And we have the tank busters right out in the open. They really might want to take cover right here. Panzer Grenadiers firing away at the sappers, but they are being knocked out by the brave sappers, who apparently decided they don't want any sort of that, and kill the Panzer Grenadiers, whose assault rifle are for naught in the face of Piet and rifle. And looks like this other team is in trouble, firing away at the occupants of the cafe, but not much like either, getting slaughtered right out in the front. And now the Churchill lumbers into view like a great lion, except lions can't fire high explosive shells, and another Panzer Grenadier team is lost. Absolutely horrific. Not looking good at all. And we see a logistic company going up. Not entirely sure why he wants to do that. Perhaps he wants to go for increased squad sizes, but really I think a martyr is the thing he wants. And now the armored car is moving right into the base, right into view of the 17-pounder gun. Not good at all. Really needs to be careful, otherwise the armored car will be lost as well. And now the captain managed to get into safety with his Webley revolver, heroically taking shots at the armored car. Albeit they aren't going to be doing much. And now in cover from it, but the Churchill firing away, doing quite a lot of damage to the armored car. The armored car really needs to get out of there before it is too late. Manages to dodge all of the shots, even the 17-pounder gun. An absolutely fortunate armored car driver, man of the century, until he might get lost in this battle, considering how Mr. Ancient Storm so far has navigated the battle. And yes, indeed, he is going for increased squad sizes, which won't really help him against the Churchill, and will only serve, considering the way he's been dealing with it, increase his manpower drain. I really think that a Martyr 3 would have been the thing to get to really take some shots at that Churchill, and then possibly maneuver in with those tank busters, knocking out the 17-pounder, and then blasting apart the headquarters command truck. And now we see a machine gun emplacement being set up here, but the recon section spotting the Panzer Grenadiers do stop this tomfoolery and pull back towards the cafe once more, getting back to their teapots and biscuits. One recon section member going down to assault rifle fire. Tank busters moving into view, and really currently the situation for the Panzer Elite is quite reversed. They don't have most of the map, and considering the way he's conducting the battle, I doubt it will change. He's lacking some of those vital anti-tank assets, and really shouldn't be relying on those tank busters so much. Panzerschreck crashing into the Churchill, which has been repaired in the meantime by sappers. And another Panzerschreck shot hits it. Apparently they do enjoy some safety there, but only one man left. And now a Stuart is on the field as well. Panzerschreck goes into the ground, and now more Panzerschrecks being equipped. One shot hitting the Stuart right in the side, taking the stone wall, providing cover from the canister shot, much to the delight of those troops, but they really need to get out of there. And the armored car has been repaired a bit. Tank busters moving in, but still nothing serious in the anti-tank department. And now the armored car moving in, apparently trying to draw their fire, but the shots just bounce off. And now a single shot from the Stuart managed to damage the engine and really do a number on that armored car. Panzerschrecks moving in. Will they knock out the Stuart? There we go. A tank kill for the Panzer Elite. This first SS has finally managed something on those tanks. And looks like this Churchill will actually be forced to get out of there. Will this be the turning of the tide for the Panzer Elite? And now Hetzers as well. Will he be getting it? Will he be getting it? This might just be the thing he needs. Come on, get the Hetzer. You want the Hetzer. You need the Hetzer. And the Churchill goes out of control. while another lumbers into view, ready to avenge its comrade. Recon section taking up positions outside this building, really making it dangerous for the tank buster inside. He really needs to get out of there before it's way too late. And apparently not going for Hetzer. I can't really mention how bad idea I think that is. And looks like this armored car will be lost as well. And now the Churchill continues as well. Another armored car bites the dust, leaving a wreck in the roadside, which does really seem to be a typical image when you look at those Normandy images, the images of armored German vehicles in the side of the roads, and of course British vehicles and such. So there you go, and we see a brave counterattack by tank busters and panzer grenadiers, but I don't really think they are for it, since they again have no armored support. Our Hetzer would really have done something, if at least not to just occupy the Churchill and forcing it to face in one direction while the tank busters are moving in from other directions. Trying to set up a machine gun emplacement. Will the Panzer knock it out in time? No, the British troops do stop it, but now they are taking a lot of fire. Tank busters moving in from all sides. Brent gun is dropped. Will the German troops pick it up? They'll certainly help them further. Panzer moving in. 3 Panzer against 1 Churchill. Certainly not looking good for the Churchill. They might just knock it out. They might just... or the Churchill might get out of there. Which does indeed look to be the case. Crashing through the cemetery once more. And what is this? I heard something there, and some troops being retreated. Not entirely sure what that was about. Tank busters moving in, veteran ones in fact, and we see a medic courageously pulling through a wounded trooper through the remnants of the cemetery, and the Churchill going hold down. Fortunately not in the cemetery, otherwise something might have been dug up. Panzer Grenadiers grabbing a Panzer Schreck while the others are going for this victory point. So a slight stabilization of the situation, albeit how long this can last, I have no idea. And we aren't seeing anything else but more Churchills apparently, and more Stuarts. Very keen on those Stuarts, which is certainly not an entirely bad idea. And with the next patch, Panzer Schrecks will in fact be less effective against Stuarts, so it's certainly not bad there either. Recon section taking on this tank buster team, but further Panzer Grenadiers are moving in, knocking out some of those infantry section members with Panzer Schrecks to their face. And another infantry section is moving in to provide cover under the command of the captain, who has apparently been healed. And we see the medic moving out once more. Churchill still being repaired, and Brent guns being equipped. And now we see the tank busters moving in there. Another trooper lost to a Panzer Schreck, while another goes down right near the wall. Very dead, it seems. And we'll have to see how long Mr. Ancient Storm can keep up his momentum. Will he be able to push through? And will he continue to make the same mistake of attacking head-on instead of, for example, forcing these points here and forcing the British player to move to them? That really seems to be the mistake he continues making. And I'm afraid he'll be making it once more. Oh goodness, Mr. Ancient Storm. Why are you doing this? And now the Stuart is crashing in once more. Might even fire off a canister shot at these unfortunate Panzer Grenadiers, shredding them. And there we go, absolutely missing though. I'm sure those Panzer Grenadiers will be counting their blessings. And now charging ahead, running the gauntlet of Panzer Schrecks, one right into the rear and another to the front, heavily damaging the Stuart, but he's managed to kill a Panzer Grenadier, and he continues to hunt down the rest. But it's stopped right in the middle of all those ruins. Destroyed engine. It looks like this might be the end for this courageous Stuart, and there we go, another death Stuart. Certainly looks like to be the one road the Stuart should not cross. And now Panzer Grenadiers are being slaughtered right here at the cafe. The tank busters are holed up inside this one, and looks like they might not be in a good situation. The others are caught outside. And right now the British troops do seem to be caught out in the middle of everything, taking shots from all points, as now further Panzer Grenadiers are moving in. But again, he's not moving for this point. He really should be trying for this victory point here, instead of just focusing right here into the meat grinder, which is a war the British will win, considering he has the casualty clearing station. The Panzer Elite does not. Absolutely horrific. And we see tank busters being reinforced, and it seems he has just decided to go down for an infantry grind. This is absolutely horrific. A waste of Panzer Grenadiers if I've ever seen one, I fear. And really, I think things would be very different if he actually would go for these points here, force the British player to move out of his safe zone, out of his strong point. And we see these tank busters being stopped in their tracks. Oh dear, canister shot slaughtering the bunch of them, and the last one being killed as well. Nicely done, and further casualties being knocked down by this Churchill Mark IV, and access to the AVRE is available as well. Will it be called upon to really cause some havoc to what remains of the German forces? These tank busters are still hiding inside this building, blasting away. Troops with assault rifles and Panzerschrecks are moving in. Will they get into this building in time before the British, or will the British seize the cafe once more and get back their tea? Looks like it. In fact, there we go. And rifle grenades as well, really going to be draining down death upon these Panzer grenades right out in the open, and 2 are already being killed. Another goes down, and incendiary grenades being dropped right into this building. They are getting out quickly though, so good reflexes from Mr. Mayopie. He will certainly be able to enjoy his mayonnaise pie once he gets back from the field. Oh dear, and he really seems keen on taking these points instead of again trying for this point. I really can't stress how much important it is. And I do believe we have a bit of a calm once more, as well. I'm not entirely sure what Mr. Ancient Storm is up to. It certainly is nothing good, I wager. And now the Churchill moves in, taking another shot at those inside the building. Panzerschreck setting up in the cafe, firing a shot into the rear. One getting knocked out, possibly by Pierce shot or Churchill shot will have, I can't say. And this tank buster is really in a nasty spot as high explosive shells continue to rain in. And these ones are certainly not looking too good either. Finally getting out of there. And the Churchill is out of control, crashing into the cafe. Absolutely horrific. That's another Churchill down, so not all bad. But now continuing right into the front position of the British as a wave of British infantry crashes right into the Panzer Grenadiers, slaughtering them like lambs. Oh, absolutely horrific. And of course adding a few more bodies to the graveyard. Friendly fire from mortar killing a few infantry troopers, and a counterattack by Panzerschreck equipped Panzer Grenadiers. Not really going to be stopping this